something that's great about this stream is we get to talk to people who otherwise have not had a voice to defend themselves. And a thought my whole life has been, what's going on with the Boogeyman, bro? What is the deal? How can you justify torturing children? How can you justify just sleeping under their bed? Sleeping in their closet?
Yeah.
What's up with that, bro? For a 4-year-old boy? You're just chilling in the closet, bro? Explain this. Why?
All right.
Boogeyman the 1800s, did he? I need answers, bro, because I'm not. Things aren't lining up to me. Okay, but listen, we got the hookup. We got in contact. He's calling in. He's going to defend himself.
Yeah. So
because I need an explanation.
Yeah.
Bring that screen back up. We can see his face.
No, I mean I have to drag him in.
All right.
So, everyone, give a warm welcome to Boogeyman. Here we go.
Boogie. Hey,
What's
Boogie.
up, Boogeyman? Hey.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on? This is Hayden Max.
Hey, Boogeyman.
Boogie, where are you at right now?
I'm in the cave, actually.
You're in the cave. Okay.
I'm in the cave, yeah.
You're not in a closet.
No, not right now. I will be later on tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but are you heading to a closet tonight or Halloween? I'm sure it's night.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the rounds tonight. The cover behind Max actually looks quite good. I might be in there later on.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's okay. I'm 27, though. You don't usually hang out in 27-year-old closets. It's usually a little younger, from what I've heard, at least.
I'll make an exception for you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, you're a guest. I mean, I can lay out the red carpet for you if you want.
So I heard that apparently you guys have a big question to ask me, or you want to interrogate me about something that you aren't happy with?
I think this man has to clear his throat, bro. That's what I think. I don't know.
He sounds okay to me.
I think you be sounding real crazy. Pre asks, do you be bumping into Diddy in the break room?
Look, I actually don't like to talk about it. I'm a bit upset. All of my agents, I'd like to call them, on Earth, they're being threatened, they're being taken down. First it was OJ, now Diddy.
Oh, I see. Do you have agents on Earth?
You're not answering any Diddy questions. Okay, can you just answer this though? Tell me this: why the kids, bro? I mean, what's the motivation here? Why the kids? And why we spending the night under their beds, bro? This is what I'm trying to.
I think it should be why not the kids.
There's a pretty good reason why not the kids, Boogeyman, to be honest. But you can defend yourself. You can defend yourself.
Look, here in the underworld, anything under the age of 10 is perfect. Anything older than that, then you're getting into dangerous territory after that. You go for kids because anyone older than that, I work on imagination. When you get older, you lose that imagination. So my powers actually don't have as good of an effect on people that are older.
That's a fair point. I hadn't thought about that.
Look, man, everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta eat, man.
Gotta eat.
Everybody gotta eat. If I told you, imagine you lost your ability to eat after the age of 12, bro, how are you gonna feel? Feel like shit.
Probably be hungry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm always hungry.
Right. So, but do you be like you're underneath the bed, you're in the closet, whatever the fuck you're doing, and then you're going out, creeping into the kitchen, making a sandwich? Like, is that the vibe? And then Like, are you
Yeah,
taking
actually.
advantage of these kids' houses just to steal, either grub or maybe, you take a little something out the mom's room? I mean, what's the deal there?
No, nothing. As an avid MILF respecter, we do not touch the moms. Just putting that out there right now.
Okay. Exclusive. Boogeyman is into MILFs.
MILFs, GILFs, anything like that. So we put some respect on them. The kids, fuck the kids, man. We don't care about the kids. They're just here to feed us. And by us, I mean me and OJ over here. Diddy's not here with us just yet.
Oh, sure. Yeah. How's OJ doing?
Yeah. Look, he's partying it up pretty well. You know, he was never convicted of anything, so he's pretty chill. He's got a nice little, he's got a cool throne here. I've actually got him some gloves that actually fit as well.
Oh, yeah, he's got big hands.
Yeah, 100%.
Looks like you got some big hands too. Some big rippers.
You can find out later on.
Oh boy.
Anyway, back to why we be in closets. We are in closets because, look, as a kid, I was put.
You said as a kid you were bullied?
Yes, by my dad, the Boogeyman.
Oh, Boogeyman Senior.
Yeah, Boogeyman Senior.
So this is a family confirmed. You're not
Yes,
a
yes. No, there's some before me.
Okay.
Okay. Valid.
So Boogeyman is more of like a title that's handed down, and not just one guy.
No, Boogeyman is my legal name.
Oh, it is your legal name. Okay.
Yeah.
But what are you, Boogeyman the fourth, Boogeyman the
I'm
seventh?
People call me Boogie Junior, BJ for short.
Right. Is your middle name actually Junior?
No.
No. Okay.
That would be fucking cringe.
That would be weird. Yeah.
Don't ever say that again.
Valid.
All right. That's interesting. Boogeyman.
Bunk says, Boogeyman, people who are bullied as kids have a 99% chance of being gay. What do you say about this?
I did read that.
I'd like to agree with you, but in my case, I don't believe in sexuality. You know, we go for anything. Anything goes here. As you can probably tell by the kids the amount of kids that we get and the type of closets that we hide in.
So,
go ahead.
But Omar asks, do you have pronouns?
Yeah, I do actually. They are big and balls.
They're what?
Big and balls, you said?
Big and balls.
Big balls. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard it. Respect those pronouns, chat. I have a question. How do you feel about your depictions in films and media? Like when Halloween came out, they described you. They called you the kids called you the Boogeyman in that. Now, do you think that was fair? Because that was technically Michael Myers, not you. But do you think that's fair to your image?
I think it's fair if you're referring specifically to the Halloween movies, Michael Myers. The issue actually shows up more when people say Michael Myers and they think of fucking Austin Powers. I never wanted to kill myself more than when I found that out. Not that I can kill myself, but still, I've imagined doing so.
Yeah. Were you born?
Yes, I came out of my mother, the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman, yes. Okay.
Yeah, her Boogoosie.
Yeah, or Boogosi. Can I ask how old you are, Boogeyman?
Look, I'm not at liberty to say because that could, at least in the underworld, it's fine. If you guys were in the underworld, maybe we can do an interview there next time. I'm happy disclosing my age, but since we're in I guess your universe, your MCU, we don't really want to be saying my age because of the type of clients that
The nature of your work.
And the nature of my work. Thank you very much.
Right.
Well, let me ask. So you consider the kids the children that you torment clients. I mean, how exactly does this work? I really, I'm looking for a breakdown here because once again, I can't help but be unsettled by the fact that, you know, you're crashing under a 4-year-old boy's bed. I mean, what's going on there? I get that you sort of explained yourself, but I need this client, you know, this definition of it's your client. I mean, expand on that.
Well, these kids aren't being killed by me per se. I'm just taking some of their soul and some of their life force to keep me sustained. I'm using the fear. That fear feeds me. That's why I'm under those beds, because when are they going to be most scared? At night and when they're asleep, when they're most vulnerable. I think Max can attest to this. I actually spent a bit of time with him under his bed during his ripe ages.
Oh, wow.
It is somewhat true. Boogeyman was under my bed. I don't know if it was this Boogeyman or maybe your father before that. Again, no idea how old you are.
But you saw him and you know, you guys were cool or what?
I wouldn't say we were cool. I definitely saw him a few times. I felt his presence. I heard his breathing.
Were you scared or were you just chilling? Or
the first few times I was scared, then I was just unsettled because he would like tickle my feet. That was probably the worst part.
You were tickling feet. Okay, okay. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, though. Like, what's the relevancy of that? Bogey.
Because of Max, he grew quite quickly. He was still he was still in his young age, so it was fine on my end, but he grew quite fast. So I thought, instead of trying to stay under the bed, where it's, you know, it does get a little bit musty under there sometimes, not gonna lie, long hours under the bed. You know, sometimes I just see some tasty grippers sticking out. So I thought maybe we can get this life force another way, you know? Tickle or suck a toe or two, you know?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It actually does give an extra flavor, especially Max. This kid was walking around quite barefoot quite often, so it did give a little bit of spice to something that would be quite plain in my defense.
I always felt like my toes didn't have a soul to them anymore. I guess that explains it.
Actually, can I ask a question to you guys? I want to pose one to you in the audience.
Yeah, go for it.
If you guys were going to be, if you were in my position, sorry, if you had to survive by, you know, sucking the souls of children, staying in closets, staying in beds, what ages would you, are we thinking, okay, if you had to pick kids, if you had to pick two people with the combined ages of 25,
right,
what ages are you picking?
I feel like I'd just try McDonald's first, like if I was hungry. But if assuming that doesn't work, you know.
That doesn't work, no.
No, it doesn't work. Maybe I'd try animals too. I'd try pretty much everything before I have to go to eat kids. But that's a good question for chat too. You know, what ages?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just about that blicky at that point. I'm just sending it, you know. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Can you die, Boogeyman?
The only way to kill me would be starvation, but there's no lack of souls here, so that would be the only way. That's how my dad died, actually. R.E.P. The BJ Senior.
Right. BJ's.
But if you don't get your fix of human flesh, specifically child human, that could send you out. They could take you out.
Yes, 100%. That's actually why I had Epstein create the island. It was like a sustaining life force. It was beautiful. But since then, it's I've had to try a little bit harder.
Valid.
Yeah,
sure. You mentioned earlier in this interview that it's the imagination you work off of. Are there really just an entire lack of imaginative, like, adults in the world? Like, there's a lot of people in the world. There's 8 billion people in the world. Or is there... maybe, like, elderly people who are, like...
It sounds to me, though, like children specifically, though, is the flesh that gives you the most life, or is the thing you can survive on the most. That's what you're saying?
Look, it's like why people pay for A1 Wagyu, right? Why they pay for the top tier meat, because I have on some dry spells, I have gone for some... it's like why people like A1 Wagyu, why they pay for that high-priced meat. Because it tastes better, it's preserved very well, it's not like... Look, I'll give you an example. I was on a dry spell one year. This lonely year in 2020, that was a real fuck around. I couldn't find anyone that wasn't sick. The sick, it's not that I can't use it, it tastes bad. So, in a bit of desperation...
all about taste? Like, you could survive on not kids, but you just like the taste of the kids better. That's what you're saying.
Sir, look, I want to see, sir, are you saying that you would eat shit? You would eat shit by choice?
It's a good question.
Listen, I'm not trying to raise my voice. I'm not trying to get heated here. I'm just digging for, we're looking for the truth. And
look, sir, I'm telling you. Okay,
all
let me finish my story. It was a lonely night in 2020, right? It was hot. It was sweaty. I had no food. I was going through it. I went to the depths. I went and found someone with amazing imagination, but just too old. We're talking like schizophrenic patient, dementia, Alzheimer's. This baddie was ready to go out, and I thought, what other better way to go out than through me?
Right.
And through my, that was, I've never felt lower than that. Actually, scratch that, I felt lower than that when they found out about D and Epstein's Island. That was But anyway, yes, I can survive on other means, on older people, but it does taste like absolute shit.
Interesting. Okay, we do have some questions from the audience. One is, do you do birthday parties?
How many kids will be attending?
Just your average kid birthday party, probably like anywhere from 5 to like 15 kids.
And are those their ages?
I would assume it's almost like it's too difficult to even finesse getting away with what you're ultimately wanting to do, which is to satiate your appetite, your need for flesh, specifically that underage flesh. That's something like a birthday party. But if the money's good, could you suppress that?
If the money is quite good, it depends on what kind of dry spell we're going through. This year's actually been, look, honestly, this year I would probably take the money. This year's been a real shocker. Again, I'm mentioning him for a third time, but Epstein, that island was magic. And I tried upping it. That's why I'm back in closets. I didn't have to be in closets for so long. I'm back in them because of Diddy. During my time, all it took was fear and respect. But now, apparently, all it takes is a record deal. So that's something I cannot provide.
No, I see.
So you've caught me on a bit of a depression station that
it's okay. We all go through it.
Yeah.
It brings us to our first sponsor, BetterHelp. I'm just kidding. We don't got BetterHelp.
Did you know that BetterHelp actually speak nonsense?
Use promo code Boogie Under the Bed. 69.
Got some other questions here.
Crazy. Okay. One question is, are kids okay? Are kids on the spectrum like mystery jelly beans?
Actually, yes. I think on your Earth you call it the Bean Boozled Challenge. It is quite close like that here in the underworld. It's like you pick a kid and you don't know. Actually, we have a game. I don't remember what the name of it is, but pretty much we pick kids, like a small group of them, maybe 3 to 5, take a little bit of a taste, and we try to guess how many chromosomes that kid had.
Interesting. You can tell just by the taste.
Yes, 100%. We actually have a meter down here.
Okay. That's nice that you can tell that through the taste of the soul.
Max, I swear, we tested this on you. Do you not remember? It hasn't been that long.
I do remember like a weird machine one night. That may have been it, but it kind of... It didn't just taste me, I'll tell you that. But we don't have to get into the specifics.
So another question is, are you Australian? Because that's what it seems like.
Who the fuck said that? Are you trying to dox the Boogeyman?
Well, this is just a question in chat. We're just repeating a question in chat.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, it's not
messenger's
like
got a gun, actually, but
it's not. It ain't like that, actually. Look, okay, so you're gonna refuse to answer that question. Another question.
Oh, sorry, your connection wasn't. I did answer the question. I don't know why I didn't.
okay.
I'm currently staying in Australia on vacation. There are a lot of kids here, especially coming up to school holidays, so I'm biding my time until then. Picking up a bit of the Aussie slang.
Yeah, I can tell a little bit.
Valid.
It's not too strong. It sounds a little fake, but
another question here. Do you prefer Jewish children?
It depends again on the have they gone through the bar mitzvah phase.
Is that like your limit?
I prefer them before the mitzvah because it hits better. Everything after that, it's a bit too much of celebration. I need them a bit more like vulnerable. They're too much on a high during that bar mitzvah phase.
Right. Does it matter if it's like a boy Jewish kid, if they've had their bris yet?
Elaborate, please.
So among the Jewish people, they will circumcise the young boys.
Oh, I see. No, it doesn't actually matter. I've had my fair share. Especially, my first one was actually with you, Max, when I was on when I took my first shift of that year.
Wow.
So no, it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah. I don't know if I should mention one of our rival podcasts, but another question: will you be on a real show like Talk to in the future? I feel like you'd actually be.
If I was. I think so. They need to have me in a closet with the microphone outside. Then I would be more than happy. I've seen a couple of their episodes, and they are in person. So I need somewhere to lurk during the show. I do not like being on camera.
I'm sure they could set up a bed or something.
Yeah. If they could set up a bed and I lie underneath it with the microphone, that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what happens if someone sees you that doesn't have an imagination?
Oh, it doesn't happen too often. They may see someone else that they're afraid of, like Michael Jackson. So I've also gotten that I look like. I've actually gotten that I look a little bit like Hayden sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah. I've gotten that sometimes. It's just whoever's afraid, whoever's what you're scared of.
Okay. Yeah. Were you last year? Were you like in my place? Were you like dressed up like a? Actually, never mind. I should.
Obama?
Yeah.
I was actually. You don't need to. We're quite woke here. I'm being quite woke on your show. Yes, I was Obama last year.
Okay.
I meant that in support to my fellow. Okay. That's again. We're saying work.
Right.
So I've been talking to my underworld friends for too long.
Interesting.
But yes, I was Obama last year. Some people like to call it Obunga.
Okay. Right.
Can I actually ask one thing before we have to wrap this up? I wanted to ask a question to you guys and to the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to improve my image amongst your kind.
Okay.
Out of all the versions of the Boogeyman.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Go ahead. Out of all the versions of the Boogeyman that are around, what is the one to you that's most smashable?
The most smashable Boogeyman. Like
Yes.
as me as an adult, and you're trying to improve your image among the general population.
Yes.
Be smashable. Okay.
I've been on TikTok recently, and I've seen that thirst traps are a very big part of getting your image around, and so I wanted to hop on there soon. So I need to know to even to you guys, to the youngins of the world, what's the most smashable in your eyes?
Right. So I don't think there's any one specific kind of like person you could emulate. But I mean, Sydney Sweeney's pretty close.
Sydney Sweeney, okay. Massive tits, gotcha. I can do that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Interesting. Okay. Hayden, you got a input here?
I don't know. I mean, look, I think the idea of a boogeyman can be sex. It's all about what you do with it, you know? And that's where I'm sitting at with, you know, why don't we try and move away? Look, I get you need your kid fix. I get it, you know? That's just the flesh that tastes the best.
Try to clip that.
But I feel like you could totally change your public image if you flip it around a little bit and, you know, maybe you just fuck around, start looking like Timmy Chalamet with a little bit of, like an undead Timmy Chalamet, you know what I'm saying? And
I see, I need to be mogging a little bit more.
Yeah, mogging. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's going to get you a whole other fan base. You know, you're going to get a lot more support, and people are easier to forgive when you have that kind of, you know,
when you're attractive.
Yeah.
Just generally.
Is it speaking from experience?
Kinda. I mean, not personal experience, but, you know, you see it in the world. Attractive people get forgiven. Ugly people don't.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Ted Bundy, I understand now. Yeah, they were actually two of best agents. Although Jeffrey Dahmer did go a bit off the deep end. I did say kids and he hurt men for whatever reason.
Right. He was a little... He seemed a little crazy with your standards, yeah.
He's down here now, but we like to keep him in his own private area. You can pay, you know, if you can pay a little extra and you get a little dance from him.
Oh, a little dance from Jeffrey Dahmer, if you pay a little extra.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I want to say, Priest said you can start with changing your public image by potentially harassing, abusing, synonymous with that, Nazis instead of kids. Have you ever thought about targeting a specific sort of demographic where the public sort of feels better about the atrocities you commit by virtue of the fact that it's a population potentially more looked down upon or villainized themselves?
I pose another question on top of that. Why not Nazis that are children?
Children Nazis. I don't know if there's many Hitler youth left in the world. I think that was probably a bigger thing, you know, in the 40s, in the 30s for you, but...
Well, actually, they call them MAGA youth now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, depending on how this election goes, there might be some more of those coming this way with how schools are mandated in the U.S. But you're in Australia right now, so I imagine there's not too much.
No, it doesn't matter too much.
Somewhere down under. We don't know. I mean,
there's probably some fucked up people down under.
But you could travel anywhere. I mean, that doesn't matter. The Boogeyman is a figure and go wherever they want. Velvet says racist kids deserve spankings at least.
Oh, don't you believe it? They will get that from me. Don't you worry.
Good. That's. I mean, I'm okay with that. You can quote me on that one. I'm okay with you spanking racist kids.
Chat, clip that.
Don't clip that, chat.
Clip that.
Well,
Priest says just get Diddy's kids. Yo, how about that? Though? Why don't we like flip this around? Why do you target that demo? You know.
When you say Diddy's kids, what do you mean? Like, does he have children, or do you mean
the kids?
The kids. Oh shit.
How old are Diddy's kids? I'm not too familiar with Diddy's. They try to keep me quite far from that. I guess, that side of the underworld. Diddy actually really doesn't like me.
Diddy doesn't like you. All right, but you
Diddy
enjoyed.
doesn't like me.
You liked the freak offs though.
I did enjoy the freak offs, but I was also quite jealous.
Say, I feel like, bro, you were at them freak offs. Come on now.
Yeah,
Boogeyman was
they did
definitely
have a
at
lot of
them
really
freak
big and really good closets at that freak off. But I was also, it was out of spite and jealousy that I was there. I actually took a shit in Diddy's bed.
Oh, okay.
I was at the freak offs not by choice, but by necessity.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that statement. That's pretty good.
Thank you. If I could hold my own freak offs, I'd love to, but it doesn't work as well when, again, my image doesn't attract kids. Apparently they want someone named Sean Combs. Big twin. We don't respect that down here in the underworld. We actually have, I mean, besides OJ, we actually have quite good standards down here.
Right, I have heard that the underworld is fairly progressive in that sense, which is an interesting.
I have too, and I think that's valid.
100%. People pass through here all. I've actually had one of your regular viewers pass through here from time to time. Bong.
Oh, okay.
Bong actually has a tourist pass to come to the underworld every now and then.
That's nice. It's good to know.
Okay, so I'm just digging for an exclusive here before we kind of, cut this off. I know you got a lot of beds to sneak under and a lot of closets to climb into, but are there any people among us who are immortal figures of the underworld that we're unaware of, that we don't know?
I'm not at liberty to fully say their full names, but I can give you. I do like me some riddles. I can give you a couple of hints. I'd say.
Yeah, shoot.
First, his name rhymes with Jill Benton.
Jill Benton. What?
Jill
Okay.
Benton.
Yeah, that's a toughie one. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe our viewers can figure out. Sorry.
Yeah, Chad sound off. I'm not picking that one up.
Another one of recent is actually Boogeyman, but I think he's this one's a bit of a sad one. He's deteriorating quite fast, so he's coming off of. We're relieving him of his duties as of now.
Right.
Valid.
And I think the final one, I believe his name is Lax Slaster.
Yeah, I don't know any of these. It's a
Hmm.
little confusing, but I mean, thanks for the input. I'm sure some,
Look,
crypto.
we need a decoder. We need people to decode this. And look, I see why you're approaching it in that sense. I mean, look, we have Chad sounding off, asking one more question, just to satisfy something we were talking about earlier. At the top of the show, we talked about Tony Hinchcliffe, the biggest closeted gay in America.
Right, the one at the Trump Madison Square Garden called up Puerto Ricans trash. That guy.
There's such trash in the middle of the ocean. Pre asks, is Tony Hinchcliffe, and you don't have to give a full yes or no, but you can give a inclination. Is this a devil spawn, an illegitimate child, one of the one of those half devil, half human kids, or what's going on with this guy? Can you confirm or deny?
Look, the reason why I want to settle this room because it is pissing me off quite a bit. Look, I came onto this show today because I know you two are the most woke people of the world. Honestly, you guys deserve a lot more viewers because of your wokeness.
Right. Yeah.
And as we did talk about this earlier, but the underworld is quite progressive. And this man is kind of the opposite of that. So I'd like to just settle the rumors now. Tony Hinchcliffe, he has no relations, I guess, to us. We don't affiliate with him whatsoever. And if we did have a choice, we would have him burned at the stake, but apparently you guys don't really do that anymore.
No, it's harder to get away with now, but
Yeah. I've been in talks with like the KKK, but the issue is Tony's skin color is not what they're after, so we're trying to find a way around that to bring back, some burnings.
maybe get him to do blackface or something.
Oh, yes, white people's favorite pastimes. I think we can actually organize that, but I'll have to work through it.
Right. All right. Well, it's it's pretty great having you on.
I do want to add that one of our people streaming right now, right in chat, he did accuse you of being a liar. That's maybe something you want to consider. I don't know if that's a beef you want to settle in the closet or under the bed or however you're going to do that. But that accusation was put out there, and I feel you should know about it. But I do thank you for your time. I know this is your busiest season, and I know there was suggestion earlier about you going on Talk Tua and all that, but I know you want to lay lower, and we do appreciate your spookiness, even if it does often target a certain demo that makes us maybe a little uncomfortable. So that's.
I think over time, I think this will. I think your thoughts will change. Well, thank you for having me on this podcast. It has been good fun on your show, on the longest show in the world. We'd love to have you here in the underworld at some point, so pencil that into your calendars. And to whoever said I was lying in chat, just keep an eye out at night. Again, you might be a bit older, but that doesn't mean that I can't come and touch you.
Right.
It won't stop me.
That's true. Watch out, guys. Yeah, we'll get in touch with Bong Fair, how to get down there. Maybe hang out, just get a lunch or something, a brunch maybe. But it's been good having 100%. You on. It's been good having you on. We'll talk to you later. Have a good Halloween. Make it spooky. Touch some kids, I guess.
I know you're about to have a good time, bro. I know you're about to have a good time. I'll say that.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
All right, man. Well, I hope the feed's good. Good talking to you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Boogie.
All right. Well, that was
You know what?
good.
I gotta say, Max, I gotta say, the man came through and defended himself, and I'm hearing him out a little bit. I can't imagine being born some sort of immortal, ethereal figure of the night. I don't know what that's like. And
it's true.
This guy, he's got his own thoughts, he's got his own feelings, and they're valid. I might disagree with how he's going about it, but I guess I get it a little more. And one could always say that a kid is they got a lot to learn from gaining that fear as a child. Fear is an important attribute.
It is. I mean, could you imagine not being afraid as a child and what kind of person you'd be today? You'd walk onto a train track, you wouldn't even know what's happening.